Alright. We're back, everyone. Let's get that bread. Ruhr is the capital of the Nortia province and one of the Alliance's greatest strongholds. Make absolutely sure you're ready for anything before we go. Let's go. Don't worry, we're ready. We can begin at any time. Right, we'll gather everyone in the conference room then. I'll explain exactly what we're going to be doing. Once all of Class 7 had gathered together, they were given a briefing on the operation that would take place. However, during the discussion, one point became abundantly clear. Flying the Courageous close to Ruhr would be far too dangerous. Unsure as to how to proceed, they opted to consult someone more familiar with the region. Infiltration of Ruhr.
It sounds like you'll have no trouble getting into the Nortia province, at least.
I don't think so. The problem is getting into Ruhr City itself, or even close to it.
We can't exactly just take an airship through the airport like we're on some pleasure cruise.
And approaching the city along any of the highways is a surefire way to get arrested.
Not that there are any good places nearby to land the Courageous in the first place.
That's why we're calling you, Gwyn. You wouldn't know of any other ways for us to get near, would you?
You came to the right person. I happen to know the perfect way.
You do?
You know that Spina By road to the west? There's this little stream that runs along it. I used to fish in it all the time back in my younger days, I'll have you know. As it so happens, you could trace its source all the way back to the mountains of Ymir.
Hold on. So you're saying we should sail down from Ymir to Ruhr?
Exactly. It won't be the smoothest ride you've ever taken, what with the rapids and all, so you'll need to be careful. But I'd still say that taking that is your best bet for sneaking as close to the city as you can.
It sounds promising, at the very least.
I like it. It's just like being in a spy novel.
And you would know a thing or two about spies, wouldn't you?
Should we make our way to Ymir then?
Let's decide who's actually going first. We can only get so many people on a boat. Thank you so much for your help, Grandfather.
Oh, think nothing of it. What kind of man would I be if I didn't help my adorable granddaughter in her hour of need? And I never want to pass up a chance to put my less than adorable daughter in my debt. Sounds like my #1 protege is in a bind too. I can't very well have anything happen to our wanton womanizer.
We'll help Angelica however we can. Take care, all right?
We'd go with you if we could. Unfortunately, someone's got to stay and look after the Courageous. And then there's the whole boat issue on top of that.
Please, do what you can for Angie, for me, for George, and for Crow.
We will.
Alright, let's go rescue Angelica. Gotta bring B. And Emma. And I guess Eustace and William, so they can get the levels up. Alright, let's go. The group chosen to infiltrate Ruhr then headed for the mountains of Ymir. There, they boarded a boat and made their way down the stream towards the city. Well, so far so good. We've made it this far without being spotted. Looks like the provincial army doesn't have much of a presence on this side of the city. Well, it's not like they really have to worry about an attack from this direction. We should still exercise caution, though. Yeah, be on your guard. Let's make our way toward Ruhr for now. We should end up on the highway if we follow this path. Alright. has like not enough speed.
We'll have to fight our way through.
Got you! Here I go! Second floor!
Too slow. Now.
Got you!
Too slow. No problem. I'll handle it. Now.
Got you!
It's over. It's my turn.
Trail burst. What? That's worthless. It's worthless. It's not worthless, but it's worthless.
Arcus activate. Too slow.
Got you! Let's move! Got you!
No problem. Now. We should be safe.
Yeah, Emma just does damage now.
Enemy sighted! My turn! Now's our chance!
Burst it up.
Right. My turn.
Got you!
Absolute victory.
Nice fighting.
Elisa Emma, level 87. Okay, maps.
Let me help.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry, everyone. Oh, please. No. Bring it on. Of course. No problem. Thank you very much. No. I'm sorry,
Damn it.
everyone. We'll have to fight our way through. I'm sorry, everyone. I can do this. Arcus. Thank you very much. Of course. No. It's my turn. Arcus. I'm sorry, everyone. Well, shall we begin? Here I go. Blessing of thanks. This isn't looking good. Thanks. I can do this. Hang it. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, everyone. No problem. Let's go. Right. Let's go. I'm sorry, everyone. Right. Fire!
Chrono Burst, Rain.
Huh? I'm so glad.
Bring it on! My turn!
You're done! Right! I'll handle it. Now!
Got you!
Too slow! Of course! Arcus activate!
Here it goes! Now's our chance!
Right! Fire! Ah, we should be safe now. Success.
That should...
Please, take care around the... Careful! This
Here
one
I
looks
go.
strong. You're done! No problem. Here I go! Overdrive! Now our chance! Of course!
Oh no! My controller disconnected. Playing dangerous video games here. Insta
Nice shooting,
off me.
Elisa! Together we're unbeatable!
Great!
I'm awesome! Got my eye on the prize!
Still have protection, right? I did, okay. Go this way. Yeah, not a trip anyone from hanging up at blah blah blah. Okay.
Advantage is ours.
My turn!
Let's finish him.
Now's our chance!
You're done. I'll handle it. Next.
Got you!
No problem. Now's our chance. I'll back you up. Of course. Huh. Let's keep going. That one's gonna be...
Watch out! This is my turn!
I'll handle it. Right. Now! I'll back you up! This is it for you! Of course! Right. Turn to... Now's our chance! I'll back you up! My turn. Should have been paying attention. We should be safe now.
Juices. Who are you kids? Yeah, I know my low battery level is low. Well, see, we're travelers. Oh my god. We walked here from Ymir to visit. You came that far on foot? You guys do know there's a war going on, right? I wouldn't recommend just wandering the highways and byways. Huh, you know, you look kind of familiar. I do? Yeah, it feels like I've seen you somewhere before. Can't put my finger on where, though. Actually, now that I get a better look at you, you're not the only... Now that I get a better look, you're not the only one I feel like I've seen before. Ah, this isn't looking good. Yikes, I think we made a little boo-boo here. I suppose I have to lean on the same trick again. The less frequently we have to use it, the better, but it sure beats getting caught here. You sure you're not just imagining things? Kids these days all look the same. You can hardly tell them. You can only tell one of them from the next. You're racking your brain over it now, but a little later realize that you just look like some faces you saw in the bar. You think? Besides, we're here on watch for signs of the Imperial Army, not teen tour groups. How much trouble can they really cause? I doubt most of this lot would even make the cut for the Imperial Army. Yeah, I guess you're right. Alright then, you guys are clear that off there. You can go about your business, but I'd better not catch wind of you causing any trouble, you hear? Yes, sir. You won't find us causing trouble, sir, if you'll excuse us. Alright, Ruer's at least not in panic, that's good. Haven't seen this place in a while. How did we get in so easily? Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. One of them clearly suspected us of something, so it strikes me as fishy that he didn't even check his wanted list. It's almost as though the other soldier was trying to save us. I'm glad I didn't have to use witchcraft again, at least. It didn't feel like a trap, but I can't think of any justification for it. Or hey, maybe we're just lucky and can just forget it ever happened. That's going to bug me, but at least we're in. Time to gather some information. That's right, we need to find out where Mother and Angelica are. Actually, I want to go to our apartments. Why is Fee's nameplate red? Oh, never expected that I'd bump into all of you around here. Hugo, it's great to see you again. Rosine and Becky told us that you disappeared. So they're both doing well then? Good. In fact, why don't you give me the rundown on what you've been up to all this time? You've got me curious now. Everyone gave Hugo a rough outline of all they'd been up to since the war broke out. So Becky's on the Courageous now, is she? Of course she is. I can hardly think of a more Becky move. But you're here on business? His company's one of the RF store's biggest clients, so that doesn't really surprise me. That's right. It was backbreakingly difficult, but once I helped Becky escape, I made it home back home to Heimdall. For all of its issues, it's still probably the safest place in the country. Always calmest in the eye of the storm, you know? Heading over there on your own is pretty bold, though. You're tougher than you look. Bear in mind, the city's not without its problems. The flow of information is under tighter lockdown than anywhere else. Ordinary citizens can't even approach the palace by foot or by vehicle. And no one knows where the Imperial family is, or what's going on within the Alliance for that matter. Nobody's got any idea what they intend to do next. Figures. Then you haven't heard anything about where Angelica or my mother could be? Afraid not. I've taken a few business trips to Ruhr since the war started, but I haven't heard a peep about them. It's not like I can stroll on into Reinford's corporate HQ and start asking questions either. Sorry, I can't be of more help. Don't be. You've given us plenty of useful information as is. Just be careful. But just be careful if you keep up all the city hopping, okay? Right back at you, and give my regards to Becky if you wouldn't mind. You can give her the regards yourself. You can hop on the Courageous with bro. Reen? Huh? Lind? Lind! Oh, hey, it's Vivi's sister. I'm happy to see you all well. What brings you to Ruhr? That's a long story. Got a few minutes to spare? They gave Lind a basic rundown of everything that happened and told her what they were doing in Ruhr. So Vivi's okay? Oh, thank goodness. Yep, she's our observer on the Courageous right now. How wonderful. We're always happy to deliver good news. I imagine Vivi will be overjoyed to hear that we found you too. So you've been working here part-time? That's right. I escaped the academy with a small group of people. And after a while, we all ended up in Ruhr. Although, to be honest, I've been going a little stir-crazy, wanting to go out and search for Vivi. I've been so worried. I couldn't muster up the courage to leave town and go wandering through a war-torn country on my own, though. Yeah, not a great strategy, that one. You made the right call, as painful as it might have been. By the way, you wouldn't have happened to have heard anything about Angelica and Irina Reinford's whereabouts, would you? Sorry, I haven't. I wish I could be a little more helpful. Oh no, please don't worry about it. We still have an investigation to do. Something's going on here, and we're going to get to the bottom of it. You just keep doing what you're doing and leave that to us. If you insist, be careful. If there's ever anything I can do to help, just come and find me. I won't be going anywhere. We will, thanks.
Been a while since we were last in Ruhr Airport.
Yeah,
See what's going on here. Think this is the same airliner we boarded back from Breyhard? Might be. It's not like the war put an end to air travel. I don't see the Lusitania around here anywhere though. Not that that comes as a huge surprise. Why does that name sound familiar? It's a huge luxury passenger liner built by the Third Factory. It's one of the company's most famous creations, but from what I've heard it was seized by the Alliance. Worse yet, Duke Hyang supposedly made it his personal ship too. Looks like the rumors might actually be true. It stands to reason that might be the only airship big enough for his ego. He probably wouldn't have even dared if the chairman was in her rightful position. Putting that aside for now, we should look around. We might be able to find something useful around here. Yes, I know my controller battery level is low. Group headquarters. Well, this building looks the same as it ever did, except for the new guards, of course. Yep, wasn't the provincial army last time. Angelica did say that Mother was locked away somewhere, but it definitely didn't sound like this was the place. I'm sure that things are pretty chaotic inside with her officially missing, though. Who's this fucking loser? Good day, Lord Ragnar. Oh, that's Angelica's dad. Please allow me to take your belongings. Good man. That's... You know that guy? We're not exactly friends, but yeah, he's the director of the first factory, Heidel Ragnar. He's also Angelica's uncle. Ah. So Angelica's shitty uncle. Director Heidel Ragnar. What a piece of shit. My, sometimes feels as though the work will never end. Serving as the group's acting chairman is no easy task. It's no wonder Irina ended up falling ill working like this. Haha, I do so hope he'll be fit to return to work before too long. Indeed. Well, if you need me, I'll be unwinding on the 24th floor for the time being. Bring some tea along a little later, would you? Much obliged. I would have asked the chairman's maid for that, but alas, she is nowhere to be found. But sir, that floor is... What was that, Dalton? Is there something you want to say to me? No, sir, not at all. so he's gonna be hanging out in their house. Did he say acting chairman? Is that guy standing in for your mother, Elisa? What was that falling ill stuff about? What a load of nonsense. There's no way she's sick. And that aside, the 24th floor is my family's home. Oh yeah, I remember sleeping there. He's from one of the 4 great houses, so I'm sure he holds a high rank in the Alliance. But that doesn't excuse this sort of behavior. He's taking advantage of the chairman's absence to do whatever he pleases. But staying in someone else's home uninvited feels really wrong. It'd be one thing if he just took over the company, but this feels like he's trampling on our personal lives too. Still, given the way things are right now, there's no way we can get any closer to the building. Yeah, we're going to have to gather information elsewhere right now. Alright, let's see what Adios has in store for us.
I'm pleased to hear that everything seems to be going well for you. I believe it was the goddess's guidance that brought you here after all. I may be limited in what I can do to aid you, but know that you have my full support.
Thank you, Father. I will keep striving to do everything I can. Now, if you'll excuse me. Welcome to Ruhr Cathedral. Have you all come to pray for the goddess's guidance?
She sounds awfully familiar.
Strange. I've never seen her around here before.
I guess she must be new. Kind of an odd time to take your vows as a sister, huh?
True. I guess the church may be working on its own independent initiative to bring the war to an end.
I suppose. The church has its own vast network of connections they can call on. That's very possible.
Oh my, if it isn't Class 7. Instructor Mary? I can't believe my eyes. This all feels like a wonderful dream. If it is, I don't want to be woken up. I managed to flee Trista with a number of students until a while ago, and together we made our way here. I've been staying at Mint's house ever since. I'm not sure where she is right now, sadly. We were together at one point, but the next I looked, she was gone. Yeah, she mentioned that. There's no need to worry about her. She's been flying around with us aboard the Courageous. Really? That's fantastic news. Oh, Adios, thank you so much. But wait, what are you doing here in the first place? Well, the group gave Instructor Mary a very brief summary of their plans in Ruhr and how they got there. I see. It's hard to avoid the unpleasant rumors about the Marquis and his family of late. I haven't seen Angelica for quite a while either. I just hope she's alright. Well, we better get back to looking for clues. I'm afraid we need to be off now, Instructor. It was great to see you again. Likewise, I won't stop you from doing what you're doing, but try not to expose yourself to more danger than necessary. Now, if you'll excuse us. Gather information. There's no more information left to gather.
We're not getting anywhere, especially when the Alliance has the city so completely under control.
That's for sure. Wandering around's given us a lot of information, but none of it actually relates to why we're here. Would there be something we're missing?
It's mine.
I can't imagine you're getting a call from someone on the Courageous either. There's no way they're within calling range.
Well, only one way to find out who our mystery caller is. Hello?
Is that you, Elisa? It's Yuna. How have you been?
Yuna, what a pleasant surprise. I'm doing just fine. How about you?
Me too. But more to the point, I realize this is a bit sudden, but could you come meet me at the the diner? We've got something really important to discuss with you.
If it's that important, then sure. Hold on. How did you even know I was back in Ruhr?
I'll tell you that when I see you. Anyway, later.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, we gotta go to the diner. We're hungry.
She hung up on me. She a friend of yours? That's right. She told me she has something important to talk to us about. She wants us to meet her at Devance's Diner near the city's west exit.
It's not like we've got any better leads. Let's head on over.
Zoom. Let's go to the diner. See what's going on.
Well, it's open. There aren't any customers in there, though. Yuna, Devance, are you in there?
Oh, there you are. It's open. Come on in.
Well, if you say so.
Thanks.
Yuna, Devance!
Hey there, Elisa. I see you've got your friends with you.
Oh, I've missed you, Elisa.
I've missed you
I'm
too.
so happy to see you're all right.
Yeah, same here. So, what was it that you wanted to talk to me about?
Oh, you know.
Please, allow me to explain.
Graceful voice. You're that sister.
I've been eagerly anticipating your arrival, Class 7.
Sister? Wait, didn't we just meet you back in the cathedral? What brings you here?
Wait a second. You sound a lot like... Are you... You couldn't be.
Oh, but I am.
Ta-da! Sister Angelica.
Angelica?
Oh, hey, guys. I sure wasn't expecting you to come all the way out here after our talk.
Well, you're in trouble. We saved the lady.
Never would have expected to find you in that getup of all things. You're the last person I picture when I think sister, so the thought never even crossed my mind.
Then my disguise worked even better than I thought it would. Finally, all that crap that got drilled into my head on how to be a lady while growing up came in handy.
I suppose that's one way to put it to good use.
Moving right along. What made you disguise yourself in the first place?
Everybody's out to get me.
Oh, I'll explain that while I'm bringing you up to speed on everything else. Devance, you mind bringing out some hot drinks for us?
Sure thing.
I want a cold drink. It's hot out here. So that's how you ended up coming here. I should have known telling you guys not to worry would make you do exactly the opposite. What else did you think it would do? We couldn't just ignore it. What if you were in trouble? The situation here is even worse than I thought it to be, too. Heidel Ragnar seems to have complete control over the whole company. I'm afraid so. About half of the factories in town have been shut down. The ones that are still active are being used to make arms and the like for the Noble Alliance. Word is, they're using them to make more soldats, too. People here to be increasingly unhappy with the nobility, too. Did you run away from home because you wanted to try and do something about what's happening here? Basically, yeah. I'm the daughter of the family that rules the province. I figured I've got to try and do something. Right now, I'm in the middle of gathering supporters within the provincial army in the city. Two of which are Devance and Yuna? Knowing that you have supporters in the provincial army as well is certainly encouraging. Wait. Is that soldier who allowed us to come into town one of them? You got it. He must have noticed you were friends of mine and decided to let you through. That said, I don't have all that many supporters in the army. Most are still loyal to my father. And surprising as it may be, my father feels kind of guilty about the occupation of Heimdall. He does? Huh, that really is a surprise. He's one of the big four, so I figured he'd be all in favor with what the Alliance is doing. He's no fan of the Reformists, but his loyalty to His Majesty is genuine. I guess he's just one example of how the Alliance isn't totally united from within. Just before I left home, we ended up getting into a big argument. And right in the middle of it, he shouted, "If you're so damn sure you're right, prove it to me with brute force." I'm not sure how to respond to that. Sounds like a real macho guy for a noble. Still, if he's willing to listen that way, it must mean he has doubts about what the Alliance is doing, right? That's what I figure. Anyway, right now he's taking command of the army over at the Schwarzdrake barrier. Meanwhile, a few of the soldiers there are waiting for my word to act. And we've got a few armored cars and sold lots available to us too. So when the time comes, I intend to give my father exactly what he wants. I'll beat my way into him. As you can see, there's not really much you can do. This is between me and my father. It's a Ragnar family issue. I'm happy you cared enough to come all the way here, but would you mind leaving this to me? But I'm afraid I can't do that. This isn't just a Ragnar family issue. Ruhr and above all else, the Reinford Company are both just as involved. Maybe you could argue that it has nothing to do with my classmates, but it has everything to do with me. Huh? Yeah, I guess so. You want to settle things with your father with your own hands, and I want to rescue my mother with mine. So please, Angelica, won't you let me help you? Wow, you're really something, Elisa. Hey, don't forget about us. We're going to help you out too. We couldn't possibly sit idly by, not with Ruhr as it is, and your mother being held captive, Elisa. We've come all the way out here, we might as well do something. Elisa's mom did a lot for us during our field study here, so it's time to return the favor. You're all sure? And besides, not only did we receive plenty of help from your mother, Elisa, but you helped us too, Angelica. You helped us to the point of angering your father and getting expelled from the academy, remember? Can't you give us the chance to pay you back for all we owe you? Me getting pulled out of Thor's wasn't your fault at all. I just wanted to rebel against father, and I paid the price for it. Not that anything I say will dissuade you now that you've made up your mind. Now that you've made your minds up, I know how you guys work. Then it's okay? Yeah, I'd be happy to have your help. Let's settle things with my father, rescue Irina, and put things back to normal in Ruhr. Together. Right. After a few pleading words, Angelica accepted Class 7's assistance. The matter settled, they then reported back to Toa on the Courageous using the orbital computer in the diner. Thank goodness. I'm so glad they were all able to meet up with you, Angie. Angie, just what are you wearing? I make for a pretty hot sister, don't I? I'm glad I got the chance to show you my perfect and also very beautiful disguise while I still had it on. For the love of Adios. Anyway, we're going to stay here and help Angelica with what she's been doing. We should be able to free Ruhr from the Alliance's control. Okay then, we'll do all that we can to support you from here. Do you all know where the chairman is then? Actually, hold on. Didn't you say you found out where she's being held, Angelica? Oh yeah, I haven't told you yet, have I? She's up at the Saxon Iron Mine. More specifically, she's on board the Eisengraph that's currently stopped in its freight station. I can show you the way once we get there. The Eisengraph? We last saw it on our way to Grellia Fortress, didn't we? Huh, so that's where Gramps' train is. It was seized by the Alliance. Then my uncle decided it was his to play with. It's pretty ritzy on the inside, and she's not being treated all that badly. But the real problem is the security. It's all being handled by Jaegers. I know what you mean. I doubted Zeno and Leo, at least. From what I've heard, Director Heidel was never able to look my mother in the eye. You can tell that he wants her as far away as possible so he can wrest control of the company. But since he's limited in how far he can actually go, he's put her there. And if what you're saying is right, once we rescue your mother, regaining control of the company shouldn't be so difficult. Yep, rescuing your mom is going to be the hard part. Everything from there will be downhill. That means you won't need to worry about her being used as a hostage against you. Plus, you'll be able to focus on things at the Short Drake Barrier without needing to worry about things in Ruhr. Sounds like we're good to go. Let's just review the operation one more time. First, we go to the Saxon Iron Mine and free Irina. Second, we rescue Reinford Company's headquarters from my uncle and place him under arrest. Third, we head to the Schwarz Drake Barrier and settle things with Father. There's a lot to do and we're going to need to be quick about it. We don't want to give the Marquis time to come to us before we can go to him. Yeah, we're going to need to make sure we got all we need before starting. Once we start, there's no turning back. We're going to need you two for backup, Toa, George. You can count on us. We'll be waiting as close to Ruhr as we possibly can, so that we can rush in if you need us. Take care and good luck. Thanks, guys. Okay, let's get ready and head for the mine. Right. Angelica joined the party. Reen can use overdrive. About Angelica's Magic Quartz. Magic Quartz Angelica's emblem has a special effect. Regardless of what they would have been, all battles randomly have a chance of becoming triple advantage encounters when she leads the party.
Right.
Just watch.
I don't want to set her like party leader. Bunny beat down. Let's go. Actually, we're gonna hit him with the old fairy fisticuffs.
Of course.
Let's move.
I can do this.
Well,
Never would have expected to see a highway with such tight security. Not that surprising when you consider where it leads. The last thing Father wants is trouble on his doorstep. My supporters and my intended gathering point is this way. Mind if we stop by on our way to the barrier? Sounds like a good idea to me. Might as well know where we will need to be. Never hurts to scout. Well, we'll need to be careful. The road ahead might have a lot of eyes and we really don't want to get caught. Agreed.
Well, shall we begin? Yes, sir. I'll back you up.
Let's move.
Right. Now. Time. Hang in there. Too slow, son. I'll back you up. Of course. I'll handle it.
Let's move.
You guys stop missing. That's wonderful.
Right. Fine. That takes care of them. Huh? I feel. Here they come.
Let's
Careful,
move.
everyone. Right. Okay. Now. I'll back you up. Of course.
Here I go.
Right. Fire. I'll handle it. Too slow.
My turn.
Here I go. We should be safe.
Northia Highway 3.
Here I
get
go.
this over with.
Now!
Gotcha! I can do this. Huh. I'll handle it. Now. I'll back you up, of course. Argus active. Now. Too slow, stop.
My turn.
No problem. My turn. Now! We should be safe now.
Elliot, Emma, Millie, and Sarah. Damn! Have you heard Elliot's father published a best-selling book on the Imperial forces? They don't call him Craig the Red for nothing.
Bring
Here
it
I go.
on. My turn. Here I go. Too slow. No problem.
Thanks.
Thank you very. Of course. Argus activate.
Let's move.
I'll handle it. Here. We should be safe now.
A map.
This is where I'll be meeting up with my supporters from the army.
Well, shall we begin?
I'll back you up!
Let's move!
Too slow. Too slow.
I'll back you up!
I can do this. Now your chance.
Got you!
It's my turn! Marcus activated!
Let's move!
Now! We should be safe now.
Done.
And dusk.
Got my eye on the prize.
Here I go! Now's our chance!
Gotcha. Right. Here I go.
Oh, she was supposed to be linked with Emma.
Here I go! Now!
Gotcha. Right. Now your chance.
Okay.
Can't do it.
Got you!
It's mine! Here I go!
Overdrive.
Nice shooting, Elisa!
Together we're unbeatable.
Great!
Huh? I feel stronger than ever!
Nice.
A matter of course.
That's about right.
I'm awesome.
Galactic Cannon. Ares. That's pretty good. But I think the arts overtime, or the EP overtime, was way
Hostile spotted. Okay. Here I
Got you! My turn! Now!
You're done.
Too slow! Now's our chance!
You're done. Right.
Of course!
My now.
Got you! Let's move! Sit!
Got him.
Let's keep going.
Done.
That should.
Okay, let's go back to Ruhr. Then make our way to the Saxon Iron Mine.
My
Get this
turn!
over with.
I'll handle it. Here I
No problem. Now! I'll back you up. It's my turn. How about this?
Here I go!
I'll handle it. Target's eliminated. Let's get going.
We're gonna call it here, and we'll make our way to the Saxon Iron Mine next time. Till then, everybody.